Today, we're going to be trekking all over Indiana and Illinois to find the filming locations of the 1992 hit, A League of Their Own. A couple of the scenes were filmed in California and New York, but most of the movie was shot in and around Evansville, Indiana. We'll be hopping back and forth between Indiana and Chicago in a mostly chronological order of the movie.
And we're starting out here, which is the field where Eddie the Scout saw Dottie and Kit play for the first time.
That's right. It takes place in Oregon, but we're actually at St. Phillips baseball field in Mount Vernon, Indiana. There's the home plate. John Lovitz was sitting right about there. This would be his view looking at the baseball game. Looks fairly unchanged, like those slats, you can see those slats there. They're in the movie too. Oh, you're a good marker, kid. It's about right there where Carly's standing that Kit would have gone up to bat and they would have had their trademark mule-nagged fight.
No high ones.
I like the high ones.
Mule.
Nag.
Home run for Carly! Look how dirty she is. What is up, dirt dog? We wore her out. We wore her out. There are a lot of locations all over in this area around Evansville, Indiana. But the next place that we're gonna go to in sequential order in the movie is actually, it's in Illinois. It's a ways away. This is the Illinois Railway Museum. This is where the train and the train station used in A League of Their Own are located. There is a ton more to see and do here, which we will show you in a future video, but let's find what we came here for. This right here, this is the Zephyr. This is the train that they used in the movie. They actually had to put a Mylar makeup on it so that it could become the Oregon Zephyr, but that's it. And it's, I don't know if you can see it yet, but it is a long train. It's not the Oregon Zephyr anymore. Man, it just goes on and on and on and on. Oh, have you reached the end? Yeah, so that would mean that this car right here, it would be the other side, which we don't have access to. But this car right here would have been the one they loaded in. Yeah, get in.
You're not supposed to touch stuff.
There's a shot in the movie that shows them looking out the windows, and this is the only one that has the windows like that. Some days they have different trains in rotation that you can actually explore and go on. So one day we might be able to come back and see the inside of that, but today they don't have it open up. Can you see inside of it? Oh yeah, you can. This right here is the East Union Station. This was the train station that they took out of Colorado after they picked up Marla. It would have been right out of this door that they came out. There would have been a couple people sitting on a bench right there. You can go into part of the train station, but it looks like the end that they were sitting in is blocked off, so yeah. So it would have been right around that corner that Marla and her dad were having a conversation. Whoa, apparently Transformers 4 and Chicago Fire were also filmed here. They have those two things, but they don't have anything about A League of Their Own. One of my favorite lines in the movie was said right here. John Lovitz says, "You see, how it works is the train moves, not the station." Let's catch a theoretical train and go check out some tryout locations. In the movie, they go to the tryouts in Chicago, and in real life, the tryouts really are in Chicago at none other than Wrigley Field. We won't be able to go inside today because baseball season is over. This right here behind me is the Robert R. McCormick house. This was Walter Harvey's house in the movie. Walter Harvey being the person who funded the Rockford Peaches in the movie.
And Gary Marshall played him.
Yes, the chocolate man. This house, mansion I should say, actually was owned by Robert R. McCormick, who was at one point the owner, publisher, and editor of the Chicago Tribune. This house is now a museum. The grounds are absolutely beautiful here. Looks like the actual patio part is closed because the museum is closed right now. But this is where Jimmy Dugan first gets asked to be the coach of the Rockford Peaches by Walter Harvey while coming down these stairs right there. Back in Indiana, this time in Huntingburg, and right behind me is a stadium. This is the stadium that the Rockford Peaches played at, and it's cool because it says so right there. It sounds like we might actually be able to go in because it sounds like they're doing some kind of practice or having a game or something. Apparently a movie called Soul of the Game was also filmed here. I am not sure I've ever seen that movie. I don't know that I've even heard of it, but I do appreciate that A League of Their Own was filmed here. I just found out there is a game. Don't know what, I mean, obviously it's a baseball game. Don't know much more about it than that, but it's $5. So I gotta go get some cash out of the car. I'm on the other side of the fence.
Now back to the center field with the team, Tony Holton.
This is so cool. That is the Rockford Peaches dugout, the one that jerk guy danced on top of. I can't believe that you can still see so many of the advertisements that were in the movie, and the Rockford Peaches sign is still the same. And the Rockford Peaches sign here is also still the same. Everything looks pretty much untouched. It's pretty amazing that everything still looks the same after almost 30 years. I just watched baseball on the A League of Their Own field. That was amazing. Hey, wait a minute.
Now back in right field.
Do you have a gift shop? Doesn't look like there's much happening in there right now. Ooh, cool photo op. Photo accomplished. That was an amazing experience. I don't know if any of the other locations we're gonna check out can top that, because I actually got to sit and watch some baseball in the stadium from A League of Their Own. So cool, so cool. Back in Evansville, pretty rural Evansville, but this is the Suds Bucket. This is the location of one of my favorite scenes in the movie, when they go and have a night out on the town. This is actually only the exterior location. It looks very different, to the point where I thought maybe I put in the wrong address. Because right here is where it would have said Suds Bucket. There was like a little awning that came out in the front there. And the only way I was able to match it up is this building right here is still the same. So yes, I do believe this is the right location. It just looks quite different. It is currently the Hornville Tavern, and it is a quite happening place. There's not a lot happening in this area. I think everybody's here right now. There's like 20 cars out back too, so apparently this is the place to eat or drink or the place to hang out. Right here behind me is Bossy Field, also in Evansville. It was used in the movie as the Racine Bells home stadium. Sadly, it looks pretty closed, so we're not gonna maybe be able to see inside of it right now. And this is where the Rockford Peaches played against the Racine Bells during the World Series. Since we can't physically go inside, we are going to see what we can see with the drone. It does look like the Racine Bells signage is still in the stadium. This field does not have nearly as many of those special touches from the movie as the league stadium did. But this is where those final game moments happened in the World Series. And it's the place that Jimmy Dugan has had enough of Stillwell and throws a baseball mitt at him. And that makes this all pretty cool to see. Well, it may be a shame that we can't see that Racine Bells sign up close and personal. It is pretty cool that it's still there and we were able to see it with the drone. All right, one last stop. Our last location is here in Kentucky, Henderson, Kentucky, at the Soper Esser house. This was the boarding house that the Rockford Peaches were staying at. Towards the end of the film, the girls are seen leaving the house down this path to board the bus. Jimmy has a conversation with Dottie while she's getting ready to leave and head back to Oregon. Her car would have been parked over here. The driveway is still gravel. Just standing here, looking around, everything looks so similar to how it did in the movie. I think even this little wrought iron fence looks the same as it did in the film. It's not often that a filming location looks this much the same as it did in a film from so many years ago. But I think because this is a historic house, it just has been kept up really well. It looks pretty much the same as it did in the movie. It's just a beautiful house too. Just absolutely gorgeous house. It smells absolutely amazing around here too. Someone is baking fresh bread and it smells delicious. I wonder if it's them. Thank you so much for coming along with us. This has been so much fun, so neat to see the various filming locations of A League of Their Own. A huge thank you to our patrons. Thank you for supporting our channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out this video. It's another filming location. Or, you know, there's a few. One maybe YouTube suggests. I don't know, check them out. We'll see you soon. Bye.